My name is Pastor Tina, and I'm here at the Riverside Elementary or Primary School, and I have here Mrs. Chakore. She is a special ed teacher, and I'll be asking her a few questions about the schools here. Hello, Mrs. Chakore.
Welcome.
Yeah, nice to see you this morning. I just, glad you took the time out to talk to me today. Can you just explain to me, what your role is in this school?
Well, I am a specialist teacher
Uh-huh.
based here at Riverside School. My main purpose here is to educate learners with disabilities.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yes, with mental retardation.
Okay.
Yes.
And what would you say is your biggest challenge in this particular role?
Well, the biggest challenge is that we lack funds to provide the facilities for the learners, such as the ramps. Our learners require ramps so that they can move around the school properly without any hindrances.
Okay.
So such children who use wheelchairs
Oh.
cannot move around the school.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. The other issue is that some of the learners do not have proper facilities for the proper toilets
Oh,
for the
okay.
learners.
Wow.
Yes, to use those children with disabilities.
Mhm.
They just use the same toilets with the learners in the ordinary school.
Wow.
That is the most problem that we have.
Wow. And I can also see that your classroom is quite small.
Yes.
So that means that you only have how many students in your care?
We have 7 students, such that you can see that we don't have enough. The furniture is just too crowded here.
Wow.
They cannot move around the class properly. We have one of the learners here. Can you stand up? She is. You can see his legs.
Okay. All right. Wow. You could get a
crippled.
shot of his legs, just the
Yes.
bottom part. Wow, that's interesting. Oh wow. So would you say that besides all the challenges, not having the proper facilities, what about the academic part of teaching
Yes,
the
we
children?
lack the resources, and even the many who don't have much the computers. I only have one computer here.
Okay.
The only one, the one that I use, my only computer is just this one.
Okay.
The children don't have anything. They
Okay.
don't have computers.
Uh-huh.
They don't have much. We can say puzzles, so that they can make up
Right.
something. That is the major problem that we have.
Okay.
Yeah, you can see that some of the balls for sports,
Wow.
we don't have any
Wow.
balls.
Wow. Wow.
They're
We
now
take
tatters.
we take so many things for granted
Yes.
in the United States.
Yes.
We see the great needs that they have here in Zimbabwe.
These are the puzzles that we have. You see, they are all now in tatters.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Wow. That's wow. So then teaching can be a very
Teaching can be very
challenge.
difficult because we also need those facilities for such learners
Yes.
like these ones,
Yes.
so that they're able to develop their fine motor and gross motor skills.
Okay, wow, that's right. Wow. So what about the parents? What are the parents mostly concerned about when they send their kids to school?
Yes, they provide food mostly. They provided their lunch boxes for tea break.
Okay.
Yes, and transport, but they can't afford to provide the transport because most of them they don't have a proper job. They are not working properly.
Okay.
They hire cars to ferry their kids to school, like this one.
Okay.
Why? Because you cannot walk to school because of the distance. Yes, that's the major issue.
Wow. So we could see the challenges that Mrs. Chakore, in just this one classroom, we can only imagine what other teachers and what their challenges are. But Thank you so much, Mrs. Chakore. Is there any other information you think we
Yes,
need?
you will also need discs for the DVD. We have a DVD player here.
Okay.
We don't have any discs.
Mm,
You know, we actually teach them speech development
Okay.
using when someone is showing speaking on the television there, they can also watch it be able to follow what is being said on the television.
Wow, so hard to hear this. As you can see here at our prayer breakfast this morning, what the challenges are. We are going to pray for your school. We're going to pray that resources would be provided. And if there's anyone that this is just touching your heart this morning and you would like to provide something, even for Mrs. Chakorde in her classroom, you're free to do that. We will make sure that she personally gets those items. So once again, we want to thank you for coming out to our first annual prayer breakfast, where we will send our children out as they start a new school year. We want to pray for them. We want to see that our children are safe and that they have the resources that they need, even in our public schools in Indianapolis. We also have shortages in our classroom, but nothing in comparison to what Mrs. Chakorde goes through. So once again, we welcome you to this first annual prayer breakfast, July 29th, on Saturday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. And we are going to pray for Mrs. Chakorde and her classroom and the needs that she has. We are also going to pray for our schools in Indianapolis and in the nation. If you notice, there was no issue or challenge with gun violence here in Zimbabwe. They never heard of it. They've never had that challenge. And so the least we can do is pray for our children, pray for their safety, pray for the principals, the administrators, and pray for the teachers, that they will be protected as we go into this 2023-2024 school year. And so, Mr. Chakorde, thanks once again for allowing us to come in and just ask you some questions. We will be praying for you. God bless you for the work that you are doing. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Pastor Tina.
Yes, thank you. Bye-bye.